If you like things simple and you like things easy, not only are you on the right YouTube channel, but you are on the right video on the right YouTube channel. Isn't that right, my assistant? In today's video, I'm going to be showing you 3 ridiculously easy starch solution recipes. Let's do it. Hello my honeys, it's Emmie. If you're new to the channel, welcome. My name is Emmie. I'm a nutritionist and the creator of the Slim on Starch program, where you work with me as well as a mindset coach and a nutrition coach to lose weight on a plant-based diet. If you want to do that, go to healthyemmie.org or just click the link in the down bar. And if you like this recipe and you want simple, easy, delicious recipes, then check out my cookbooks in the down bar as well. Our first recipe is going to be simple spaghetti and vegetables. Yes, you can eat pasta if you are on the starch solution. If you really want to maximize the health benefits that come with it, then you're going to want to opt for a whole wheat pasta or a pasta that's made from beans or corn. These surprisingly are not hard to find, and I see them at stores like Walmart, so you can really get this anywhere. And if you can't, that's absolutely fine as well, because processed white flour is not the devil, contrary to popular belief. I mean, if you've seen the videos with my dad, who went from being obese to being in a healthy BMI by eating this way, he ate white pasta the entire time. He tried the whole wheat pasta and he said, "Emmie, it's just not the same." And I said, "That is absolutely fine." And he has been successful for years and years and years because he did what felt right to him, which was to do the white pasta. So whatever kind of spaghetti you want to have, that's absolutely fine. The one that I'm showing you is brown rice spaghetti. So I took some brown rice noodles and I boiled them up, just following the directions, about 8 or 9 minutes in boiling water. Then I am going to water saute, starting out with some onions. Now, the onions themselves have a good amount of water in them, so you don't have to add too much, but you're going to want to put this over medium-high heat and then add in the sliced onions. Whatever type of onions you have is absolutely fine, whether you have red or you have white. And then use some water or some veggie broth to keep it from sticking and cook them until they're translucent. And then I'm adding in some sliced mushrooms. And I also happen to have some asparagus on hand, so I added that in a little bit closer to the end, because asparagus is something that you don't want to overcook. It becomes just weird when you overcook it. You kind of still want it to be a little bit crunchy, so I added that in at the end. Next, I'm going to show you a product that I got at Whole Foods. If you don't have a Whole Foods, that is absolutely fine. All you have to do is go to the grocery store and get canned tomato sauce, not tomato sauce, jarred tomato sauce has all this stuff added to it. Go to the canned vegetable section and go to where you have the tomatoes. You're gonna see there's peeled tomatoes, crushed tomatoes, diced tomatoes. There is going to be tomato sauce there that is just made from tomatoes. It might have some salt added, it might have some spices added, absolutely fine. Use that. I've added in what I found at Whole Foods, because Whole Foods actually has a no oil added marinara. And again, you don't need a Whole Foods because you can just use the option that I just gave you. And you can add in Italian spices. Oregano, or as my dad says, oregano, some basil, some onion powder, anything that you like to add to a normal tomato sauce. Or you could Google what types of spices do people normally add to tomato sauces to make your own. I've added this in so that I could mix it up with the veggies. And then all I'm gonna do is take this sauce and pour it over my spaghetti. Then, to give it a nice cheesy taste, I added in some nutritional yeast. And if you really wanted the cherry on top here, you could take a fresh lemon and squeeze that on top as well, and it would be delicious. Recipe number 2 might be one of the sneaky, easiest meals I've ever made on this channel. We are going to start out with some brown rice noodles, the same ones that I used for the last recipe. And you heard my spiel about noodles last time, so I don't have to say all of that again. Then I'm going to take some vegan kimchi. When you're at the grocery store, you want to make sure that the kimchi doesn't have any fish added to it. It will have salt added to it. I am not anti-salt. I personally don't add salt to my foods, but if I buy something that already has salt in it, I don't worry about it. Or if I'm at a restaurant and there's salt, I don't worry about it. I don't have any salt in my house, so I don't add salt into any recipes, But if I buy something that has salt in it, I don't worry about it. If you do have high blood pressure, then you're not going to want to add salt and you're going to want to stay away from this recipe. But if you are just a normal person, then you probably don't have to worry too much about salt. I'm really not a crazy person or a stickler about that one. So all you are going to do, it is this simple. You're going to take the brown rice noodles, you're going to take the kimchi, and you're going to mix them together. In this case, kimchi is not the condiment. Kimchi is the star of the show. So I've mixed these two together. Then I'm gonna take some cucumber that I've sliced up and I'm gonna put that on top. You also could mix in the cucumber. You could dice up some cucumber and mix that in as well for a nice crunch. And then on top of this, I sprinkled some of my seed mix, which will be featured in my cookbooks, linked down below, or you could just take some sesame seeds and sprinkle that on top. I said that recipe number 2 was one of the easiest I've ever done on this channel, but recipe number 3 really is a rival to this, and it's the Buddha's Feast. If you go to P.F. Chang's, they do have something on their menu, which I love to get, which is the Buddha's Feast, and this is my at-home Buddha's Feast. Now, I bought these vegetables. I was going to buy these vegetables from Walmart, but Walmart didn't have them, and so they replaced them with these ones instead. Now, if you are getting steamed vegetables or frozen vegetables, what I meant to say, if you're getting frozen vegetables that have a sauce added, throw out the sauce packet. Do not use the sauce packet that it comes with. And also make sure that when you buy these sauced vegetables, that there's not the sauce already on them, because some of these steam and bag frozen vegetables already have the sauce added onto them, which is no bueno. So we do not want that. So I just threw out the sauce packets, and I'm sorry to be wasteful, but these weren't the vegetables that I originally had ordered. These are the ones that the Walmart delivery replaced them with. So these are the ones that I got. Now I'm going to take my handy dandy microwave steamer. I will link this down below. This thing is, I mean, it's my lifeline at this point. I would die without this thing. And all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pour in the vegetables into the microwave steamer and microwave them for about 8 to 10 minutes. I like my stuff very well cooked, but you could do it for less than that. You just have to sort of play around with it, to be honest, to see how well cooked you liked it, or like it. Then I'm taking some microwavable brown rice because I really like things to be simple, and I've microwaved that and put it into a bowl. Now, you guessed it, I'm gonna take the veggies, I'm gonna put it on top of the rice. Now for a sauce. I personally could have this with just liquid aminos, and that would be divine for me. Absolutely delicious. But I understand that many people watching this video do want a little bit more than that. So you can make your own teriyaki sauce. And the way that you're gonna do this is you're gonna take liquid aminos or soy sauce or coconut aminos, pretty much all the same thing, and you're gonna mix in some maple syrup. Now you have teriyaki sauce that doesn't have the corn syrup that's usually added to the store-bought ones. And you could top this with sesame seeds if you would like to. If you made it to this point in the video, comment the secret word, which is easy. And if you want to work with me and my team, go to healthyemmie.org. And if you want some cookbooks, check out the description bar. I love you, honeys, and I'll see you in my next video. Mwah. Woo!